Greetings, colleagues. I'm here today to talk to you about the university's institutional repository and basically to tell you why I've decided to put my research on the repository, to make it available on the repository. As you know, my research area, my research niche is Muslim personal law, and it's not very easy to access materials in the field. Having put my research on the repository, it makes it available on a very easy Google search. It also, as you know, we are doing teaching on e-teaching, and it makes our research available electronically to students as well at a very affordable cost, actually at no cost at all, because they can read it, download it from the internet. And I've also now have my research linked directly to my email via a link. And also it makes our research available for posterity. For example, our very own colleague, Professor Darcy Toit, recently retired rated researcher, has made his material available on the repository, even though he's no longer here with us. So our material then remains available for us. How do I think it will benefit you and your research? As you know, all of us are aspiring to be rated researchers. One of the requirements for rating is that your material is cited extensively, and also that it is internationally available to colleagues and also used internationally. So recently at a conference in Malaysia, I met a colleague who was interested in something that I was busy researching. And when she inquired from me recently about the publication, I made the material available to her before it was published, but now I could just direct her to my link on the repository on my email, and she could easily access that link directly and get my material from it at a click of a button. Then, as you know, I've done my master's and doctoral research at a time that computers were not readily available. However, with the repository, we have old material is given new life in that we can actually access material that was published in such a long time ago, that it is now available also at a click of a button. How would I encourage you to deposit your research? I know this is a time-consuming exercise, and often we have to get our fears out of the way before we even consider doing something like this. And as academics, we have often very little time, because we first have to research before we can even think of placing that research on the repository. However, the university has a repository available. It has got publications available on how to actually put your material on the repository. And also there are a very efficient and qualified staff in the library, like Jill Claassen, for example, and her colleagues, who are there to assist you in putting your material on the repository. What I've done is that with the help of my student assistant, research assistant, Jill has trained him, and so he actually helps me put the material on the repository, so it saves me time as well. Also, what I can say is that it's not such a bad thing after all. It's not such a daunting task, because it's like filling in a visa, very much like filling in a visa application. But once you get down to it, and with practice, you can master any visa application, and then you can also master the repository as well. So that is, in a nutshell, the UWC Institutional Repository.